guys, welcome to the Around the House Pro Insider. This is for all you guys out there in the construction world, whether you're designing, framing, plumbing. This is for you guys, and we have got a great one today. We've been off for a little bit because I tell you what, when you have rotator cuff shoulder surgery, it is one of those things that slows you down a little bit. Being a one-armed bandit over here, I had to take some time off from doing that because a little slowed down, but we have got groundbreaking news. Been working with here John Dudley, co-host of the show, on his new project that he has been living, shall we say, for the last 6 months to a year, but he's been really working on it recently, probably the last 6 months, and you've been diving in, and he has come up for air, and he has something to share.
Yeah, I think maybe it's been living me more than I've been living the project.
Dude, seriously.
I can't, seriously. Yeah, it's like a plane going down and you can't pull up. Yeah. No, Instabid, yeah, that's the product. And it's honestly purely by accident. But after 30 years as a general contractor, you know the pain points, right? And honestly, I was just kind of goofing around in AI looking for those pain points and how to serve contractors as a whole. And obviously estimating came up. And for me, I hated it. Like I wanted nothing to do with paperwork. Put a spreadsheet in front of me with, my eyes gloss over.
Dude, if you wanted paperwork, you'd have gone to school to be an accountant.
Yeah, no, man. I want to hit things with a hammer. I want to build stuff. I want to look back and, wow, cool, I built that.
Yeah, go make money, because it seems it's hard to make money when you're sitting there in front of a computer. You're just trying to stay on top of stuff.
You're worried about the job that you should be on, yeah. And I knew what each proposal entailed, right? And it was a lot. For me, it was, our buddy just said this the other day. He's like, I'm old school. I sit here with a yellow pad and, bids take me anywhere from 4 to 8 hours. If you can save me 2 hours on those, it's worth the $99 a month. I'm like, dude, how about I save you all 8 hours on those?
Yeah, let's do that.
So yeah, I mean, I hated them. I'd put them off for a week and I lost a ton of jobs because of it. And I knew I was losing those jobs, but I would procrastinate and not get it done. And it cost me money. It cost me probably a lot, probably more than I know.
Well, it's so interesting across the country because we have all these like little micro economies. Like in the Pacific Northwest right now, for most people, construction is deadly slow. Hasn't been this slow in 15 or 20 years. But then you go a state or two away and all of a sudden it's booming because on the West Coast here, we have more people leaving than coming in. Right. And then you have other states that you're getting into, Texas, Florida, Idaho. Let's go down the list.
Yep.
10, 15, 20, 30% growth.
Yeah.
And those people can't build stuff fast enough or remodel things fast enough, where here people are just trying to survive. So it's so interesting because it works both ways. If you're that guy out there or girl that's out there trying to get a quote and you're in Portland, Oregon, like I am, you want to get the most out of your time because you're just trying to fill that pipeline full again so you can keep your crews busy.
Yeah.
And on the flip side of that coin, if you're in Texas, Florida, Idaho, wherever else, you need your time out there, FaceTime on the site with clients, and you're trying to be more efficient so you can squeeze out of your workday more. It helps for both situations.
Yeah. Right. And I think we all end up in that spot, which I did a number of times, depending on where you're at with growth, right? Where, okay, I need 10 guys. Now I only need 2, but I really need 10, but I should be in the office, but I got 10 guys to watch. So you just, right? It seems like you're always at that crux, especially in construction, because the demand fluctuates so much. And so to justify being in the office when I've got 3 kitchen remodels going is pretty difficult to do.
And working smarter and not harder is the thing. And I learned this with my kitchen and bath company that I had. Sometimes bigger isn't better. If you can stay the same size and just be incremental growth with a good system behind you, you might make more money than if you had twice as many crews that you can't manage by yourself.
There's so much truth in that. I mean, and those are lessons we only learn the hard way, right? Those are lessons we learn by scaling too fast or scaling too slow. More is not always better. You're like, hey, we did $1 million this year, but I made less than last year.
Right.
And then it almost gets to the point where you're like, I'll just put a tool bag back on myself because this is silly and I hate the paperwork anyway. So one job at a time, knock out a bathroom in a couple of weeks, make 6 or 8 grand. You're pretty happy.
You're pretty happy, exactly.
For a couple of months, and then you're like, why am I back here with drywall mud all over my face?
Yeah, your body hurts. You're looking at vacations. All your friends are going to the Bahamas or wherever. And you're like,
yeah,
boy, I hoped I'd go to Costa Rica this year. And I can't take the time off because I'm a one-man show.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's a delicate balance.
So let's get into the nuts and bolts here. So how does this help people? How does InstaBid help the contractor to get from point A to point B?
Well, I mean, it takes that off of your plate, really. If you can, I mean, even if you're out, right? And somebody says, oh, you're a roofer. Oh, you do siding, whatever it is. You can say, hey, just go to our website. There's a little form there. You fill out that form. It takes about 2 minutes. It's detailed enough to get a pretty dialed in quote, pitch of the roof or type of siding or condition. You can attach photos there of your project, that upload directly to the contractor. Contractor also gets a Google Map view of the property. So you can look, oh man, we'll never get a crane in there, or we're going to have to load,
there's no way
by hand. Yeah, exactly. Again, like I know the pain points. So I thought of all the details. Basically, customer goes to your website, fills out a form, and within the 2 minutes it takes them to fill that form out, everything happens on auto. You did nothing. Meanwhile, you're on a job, right? Doing what you should be. Custom PDF with all your logo and branding goes out to their email within seconds.
Yep.
Gives them the breakdown, gives them a contract. There's contract templates in there, gives them a Stripe, put a deposit payment button right in their email.
Yep.
That goes directly to your calendar schedule that's integrated. They can pick the date they want to start. So legitimately, you could bid, sell, and schedule a job without touching a thing.
That's pretty crazy.
In 5 minutes, right? And you didn't even know what happened. You get home and you're like, we got 3 new bids today, and one of them already paid the deposit, and it's booked for the 17th. And,
awesome.
Right? InstaBid immediately provides, first of all that client contact information goes into a little CRM in your back end. So you've got, if you want to follow up email with them, any kind of sequences like that, you can auto all that. It auto creates a material list that you can either email or print a CSV and ship that directly to your suppliers. Your guys can pick that stuff up on the dock. You just saved hours of your guys shopping, right? Absolutely. So it's just, I created efficiency at every corner I could. All the pricing in there is, based on 30-day data pulls from Home Depot, Lowe's, going market rates. The labor rates are based on 800 plus zip codes and regionally split out accordingly with the X multiplier in there. And then the icing on the cake is you can put in, all of that is editable in your back end. So if you're like, man, I can get shingles for $40 a bundle instead of 46. Cool. Change it to 40, be more competitive. And the ability to add fields. You're like, oh, you guys don't have a flashing field in here, which we do, but whatever. You're like, Tico nails. Okay. Put Tico nails in there and know that they're $12 a box.
This much. Yeah. All right. So Johnny, for the contractor that goes, hell no, I want control of this before we go to contract because I want to be able to get my eyeballs on it. I will never sell that. This is still going to be a great tool that will give them a hip shot, air quote, estimate that, or a project budget, depending on how you want to word it, that can still get them to the closing point before you get out there.
Yeah. And that's a thing, right? So you just saved a drive out to the property because they thought it was going to be $5,000 and real life it's 20.
Exactly.
So you just got that tire kicker out of the way and saved yourself 2 hours of time writing up a bid that they were never going to go for anyway. Or 4 hours. I think
it's the ultimate pre-qualification tool for your client because
it absolutely is. Yeah. Disclaimer saying, this could fluctuate 15%. Yep. It's not like you're stuck to whatever price gets spit out.
Or projects are complex. We want to get our eyes on it to make sure we get you the most accurate word it however you want to.
You're not going to get caught with your foot in your butt for sure.
Exactly. It's interesting too, because when I think back of my purchasing habits, and this was very specific. Last year when I was trying to sell my house, I had a few windows that the glass was fogged up in. And so I called around to glass shops or got on their email list or whatever to get numbers because I knew what the window sizes were. I knew what needed to happen. I had pictures.
Yeah.
And I went on to like 6 different glass companies. 2 of them called me back. And the 2 that called me back were so high that I went, oh my gosh.
On drugs or price?
Come out. I'm like, I could do windows for 20% of the price of that, I can put in new vinyl windows for that. Awesome. I'm out.
Yeah.
And I figured it out, but I also had 4 companies there
that
never even reached out that I was ready to write a check on. If they would have given me a more competitive number, I'd have gone, sweet, let's do it.
Yeah.
And those are 4 companies. If they would have had something like this, they would have had a much better job of capturing the sale. I
will say this, just some quick recon I did via, right, like what used to be Angie's List, homeadvisor.com, legit asked for 20 different quotes, right? I wasn't going to go crazy. I'll ask 20 contractors in various areas just to see where we're at. I got 2 responses. And these are on lead sites they're paying money for.
Yeah. So
I got 2 guys that got back to me. Yeah, and honestly, this tool was meant to be that lead magnet more than it was meant to be this perfect, means guide catalog of pricing. It was more like, man, if you get them something, at least you've made contact, and you get the tire kickers out of the way that don't have any money and just wanted to get you out there to chat.
The dreamers, as I call them.
Yeah. And B, you don't have to do anything. You don't have to get back to me. The machine already did it for you. Welcome to the world of AI, right?
Yeah.
It's incredible. And the scope of what goes beyond this and the features we're still adding are ridiculous. I won't get into it. One of the big things for me, and again, back to my pain point, because I hated doing estimates, writing out proposals, typing them out, whatever. I spent $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 on, Xactimate and all these different programs. I never used them, Eric. I never really used them.
Right? You're like,
I'd pull them out. I'd install them, get all excited and see a neat color on there. And I'm like, huh? What? How does that work? No, you need a college degree to run half of them. So this by design, this is incredibly 5-minute setup, stupid simple.
So it just goes on the front page of their website for an estimate. Boom, here you go, or a budget estimate or a quote, whatever they want it to say.
You drop a little 5-code widget. Yep, little 5-code widget in there. You can make it a pop-up. You can put it, just on an estimate page. Get an instant quote button on the front page. They hit that, goes to the form. Form's filled out. Email goes out. You come home. Job's already done, right? At the very least, you got their phone number. You call them up. Hey, I saw that you requested a quote. You get a 5-minute call in with that customer. They're already waiting for you to call them because you responded with a bid immediately, right? They're like, yeah, we got the proposal already. It says here. So when you call up, they're warm. They want to talk, right? Now the ball's in your court. They've already seen a number and went, all right, we're ready to have a conversation. Yeah. Now you have the 5-minute combo and go, is this realistic? When you say it's in good shape, is that good, bad shape or right? Yeah. Do some clarification. Now it's worth your hour drive out there to make a $20,000 sale. Okay.
Absolutely.
If you save 5 of those a month and your money's, your hours are worth $100 an hour. I mean, you pay for this thing 5 times over in a month.
Oh, dude. Yeah.
So
Think about paying for it. Is this like $3,000 a month or what is this stuff?
No, $99 a month, man. Try it out. 14 days free. Check it out. If you think it's ridiculous, please tell me. Tell me what it's missing. Tell me what you don't like. Tell me what's difficult or bothersome I really need the feedback right now. And so, yeah, these 14-day trials are gold for me doing due diligence and really making sure I'm providing the best product I can. And again, if I was trying to get rich, yeah, I could be pitching this thing for $300-$400 a month. And I'm not about that. Like, genuinely want to help dudes that hate the same junk that I did, right?
Amen.
Man, I wish I could swear on here sometimes.
We're only on a podcast, so you can a little bit on this one. So
yeah,
actually good,
I'll keep it cool, but they know what I'm saying. Like, we don't like doing that stuff, man. If it sells you, numbers speak. And you guys can look this up. I'm not making this up. Literally, the odds of you getting the job, the first responder, increased by 60 to 70%. It's a legit number. I couldn't believe it. I was like, what? But it's true. It's like you said with the windows. You're waiting for a call back. Like, I'm waiting to sign a check to somebody.
I want to get that thing done. By the time I call, I'm like, let's go. I made a decision.
And I was that guy. I wouldn't have called you back for a week. I'm like, it's either a looky-loo or I don't know. I don't know what my excuse
those projects. I'm not going to waste my time. You know what I mean?
I would legit cost myself money. And this does it all for you. For $99 a month, you spend that on Starbucks. I mean, come on. If you happen to land one $10,000 job a year, it paid for itself 10.
Let alone the contractors out there.
And by 10 times, I mean, that pays for it for 10 years. Like, yeah.
All of a sudden you look like you got the A game on, and it's one of those things, because so many people out there have the $99, the $99 1999, just little tiny square box website that nobody has ever seen since the MySpace days.
Yeah. And now you're moving right into the next product that I've been working on developing, which has been even more of a hair terror than Instabid, but it's a combination of actually giving away for a while, I'm legit sending out demo sites like, hey, your website could look like this. Demo sites with their info, some of their photos if they're good, baked into this fully created, ready to launch website with Instabid already embedded in it. I'll swap out your site tomorrow, put this thing live. If you buy your subscription, you get a free. I saw the exact same thing these guys are selling for $5,000 to $7,000 the other day. And I used to sell those. You can't sell a website for $5,000 to $7,000 anymore.
No.
I'm literally printing these things out. Like, it's not, I'm not giving you $5,000, but I'm giving you a new website that's responsive, that people can use and literally be in their car and get an instant estimate from you. If that doesn't increase sales and revenue and make your life a little bit easier or a lot easier for $99 a month, I don't know what will.
Man, that is so true. It's funny. I was on another website the other day. I'm not going to mention the contractor. It's not we don't hammer on contractors and people out there. You write 2014 at the bottom of the page.
Yay.
I was like, whoa.
Wow.
When was the last time you touched this?
Built on Netscape Navigator.
Exactly.
Wow.
I was like, wow.
Man.
Okay. Old school.
Well, give them my number. I'll get them a new one.
I know. I don't know who they were. I just kind of I was looking through it. I'm like, how old is, wow.
Give me $1,000. You get Instabid for a year and a free new website. You can't beat that, man. I dare you. I dare you to beat that. I'll go Lowe's on you and say, we'll match the price. Go ahead.
Absolutely, dude. It is so awesome. So how do people find out more about this, brother? Because this is a game changer for so many people out there.
Yeah. I mean, we actually have a page on the Around the House, aroundthehouseonline.com. We've got a landing page there for you to check out if you happen to already be on our site there. And then instabid.pro, INSTA bid.pro, because there's a few Instabids out there. And I was just trying to move quick. So I said, yep, Instabid it is. And I really didn't care about the name. But yeah, here for now, instabid.pro, fellas, go check it out. And yeah, man, buy a year, get a free website. Not a bad deal.
That is so good for so many people out there that are trying to struggle how to fix theirs. Maybe they've had 6 different people on it, or they jumped on and got some company to start it, and now they're trying to get in the back end to figure out how to change it around, and it's so outdated.
It's the worst. Well, the struggles, right? I had to bug you for years. I'm like, dude, just let me fix this stinking website. Finally.
I had the GoDaddy thing about as pushed as hard as I could, and it still wouldn't do what I wanted it to do.
Mister, I'm going to do it all myself. I'm like, dude, you're giving away your time. What are you doing?
I know it.
Stick to what you're good at.
It changed everything of how we operate by getting that updated. I mean, it's so different. And the traffic shows. I mean, the traffic really shows of what happens when you're doing it yourself versus having something that's professionally built that, AI can look through and find things that you want them to find. All of those things out there. It makes a big difference these days.
So you bring this up, and I know I actually listening to myself talk, I feel like I'm making stuff up because it's so ridiculous what I'm giving out. But these new websites, fresh new websites, I'm already via AI, of course, right?
Yeah.
Already loaded with your business's schemas and tags and canonicals and SEO ready. Like, you will immediately in the first 60 days see traffic increase, searchability increase, get your Google business set up, right?
Yep.
Yeah. The schema is already baked in there. It's ridiculous. It's
so quick and easy, but so basic, but so integral into a good business plan.
And again, just like estimates used to haunt me at night, it's the same pain point for websites, right? Every Sunday night, you're like, oh man, someday I got to make the website better. I do it on my own website.
Yeah, I know.
Right? It's the cobbler's shoes, man. I don't,
It is.
I know it needs it.
So important. We used to be we got to be in the top 4 pages on Google. Now it's like, well, yeah, but you also need to be able to be found on AI so people can, when they do their research on who's the best contractor in your area,
AI
you show up there too, because that's just as important.
So again, like all that stuff gets included in the new site. We'll give you, that's 5 pages. You got 20 pages on your website. Obviously we're talking a different price, but
sure,
basic 5-page website with Instabid already embedded. And,
ready to rock.
Pretty good deal, man.
It is. Johnny, thanks for taking the time today, brother. I appreciate it. It is so fun to talk about this. We've been floating it around, of course, over the last 6 months. So, hey, we're working on this, but it's live. Now it's ready to
finally
go.
nailing it down. Instabid.pro or find the landing page on aroundthehouseonline.com and reach out, man. Please, any kind of feedback is super helpful at this point. Still in, early adopter stages. Call me up and tell me it's a piece of garbage. Call me up and tell me can't find a thing. Any of that is helpful. I was a contractor for 3 years, so you don't got to be nice.
And if you're a big company out there that wants to put this nationwide, Johnny can help you with that too. And there's a program for that as well.
Scaling it up.
You got it.
Eric, thanks so much, dude. I appreciate you taking the time for us to get this done, man. It's awesome.
Absolutely. All right, guys, take a look. Instabid.pro. I'm Eric G. And you've been listening to the Around the House Pro Insider.